Well, with Future Vintage, we wanted to kind of harp back to an earlier Mayday, to a Take Me to Your Leader, and maybe even before Take Me to Your Leader, to like a Stuck on an Island Mayday before we signed with Strange. We wanted to harp back to that combination of that energy that we had when we first kind of came into the game, and at the same time, we wanted to like we're expanding our boundaries, you know. So that's where the future comes in. So it was this kind of dichotomy of like we wanted to play with like who we were and where we're at right now, you know. At the same time, you know, we feel like we made a classic album, so the things that are futuristic right now are going to be vintage later. So it's just one of those things where it just all kind of worked out, you know, in terms of like the titling of the album, you know. But we definitely expanding our boundaries a lot on this album as well. We have like full-on instrumentation, like live songs, which Mayday always mixes like programming with their live instrumentation. We'd never really go like full rock live, you know what I'm saying? And on one song on the album, we decided to just totally unplug, and that's called, I guess, My Better Judgments, which is going to be a really big song for us, I feel. And you know, and then we have stuff like Fuel to the Fire, which I feel like are vibes that we've touched on before, you know, like on like Intake Me Your Leader or on Believers and stuff like that, you know. So I feel like we have a little bit of everything on there, you know. And it's like the most music we've ever put on a CD. We like filled up the whole CD this time, you know. We didn't want to be bogged down with like the whole, okay, let's make 13 tracks and make sure that we, you know, that everything is like, no, we wanted to kind of like give the listener a peek into like really what goes on in a 6-month process of writing an album. And so the song has a lot of like ups and downs, you know what I mean? Like different types of looks that you sometimes you would take out if you were trying to like keep a 13-track album to a certain like vibe, you know what I'm saying? Or I want this album to be moody or up-tempo. You'd have to scrap a shitload of songs, and we didn't want to do that. We kind of wanted to like give the listener an opportunity to be like, oh man, all right, cool, I like this one, or I don't like this, or this is a vibe, you know what I mean? We wanted to fill up a whole CD basically. So it's just what oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
We put in a lot of interludes and stuff, and it's just like, it's a ride. We wanted to like kind of make it into like a ride, you know?
I was scared through the process, and because I wasn't 100% sure on how it was going to stand as an album altogether. And we had a bunch of great songs, and I liked all the material, but like I was a little nervous towards the end of the process before we sequenced the album, because I at first I couldn't see the vision. It was the first time it ever happened to me in a project where we're working on it, and I'm like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about this collection of music altogether. When we laid it out, sequenced it, I think we ended up cutting 2 tracks out of the whole process. We kept 18, cut 2, and then laid it out. It got mixed, it got mastered, it got sequenced. I didn't listen to it for a few weeks. Came back with like a fresh head and listened to it, and it was like slapped me in the face. Like, okay, I see it now, I hear it now, and it was relieving because I was worried for a minute there, but it came out better than I think any album we've ever done. I think so. I think I'm gonna boldly stand on that statement right now. I think a lot of people say Take Me to Your Leader is their favorite project of ours, and I feel like low-key, I don't think we've ever talked about it, but subconsciously we're like ready to knock that one off. Like, of course, if people say that's your best work, you want to top your best work, and I feel like this is the project that has the most potential to do that.
I agree.
You feeling that?
Now you mention it, I'm like, yeah, you're right about that. Because if that's the one that stands as like our top one, this one's gonna... Yeah, man, this one's a contender for sure.
I think the odds are good. We could top it.